What have we here?
What have we here? Another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Hey guys, welcome back. Last time was a little cutscene heavy, but we did fight the Jewel of Morardane anyway. This episode, we are here with Disguised Pyra. Where's Pyra? Okay, alright, there she is. Disguised Pyra. She's wearing this cute little robe, which this is the only time you will ever see it, so take note of it. Is what I would say if, in the new update, they give you now the chance to be able to purchase alternate costumes, and that's one of them. So, before the update, or if you don't buy it, yeah, this is the only time you'll see it. But, if not, hey, pay to win, I guess. So, what we need now is to find more information about where Nia and Co could possibly be, and oh man, just the sun setting on this town, oh, it's just so beautiful. What do you have? I'm really interested in plants, and I'll keep up with the latest rumors. Alright, well, we don't care about your plants. So they give you a lot of different places you can check, but I'm just gonna cut it short for y'all. We'll talk to you two since you're on the way. Oh yeah, I heard something interesting. Apparently the Torna member was the Ardanian Empire captured some Gormati girl called Nia. The name sounds familiar somehow. Didn't the old lord of Akel a decade ago? Actually, let's not talk about that. It's not a happy thing to think about. He references something we will not find out about until, like, very, very late game, so I'm not even sure why he even bothered, like, mentioning that, but okay. Did Rex know they're recruiting over there for new drivers? Yeah, I saw that earlier when we first arrived in the city. Rex should try too! Chance of success basically 100%. I'm wanted by the Ardanian Empire right now, remember? Seems like a bad idea to make myself conspicuous. Rex make good point. Tor's just so curious to see what kind of blade Rex awaken. At any rate, I don't need to awaken a blade, do I? I've already got Pyra. Come now, Rex, don't tell me you thought drivers could only bond with a single blade. What, is that not right? Not at all, many drivers have more than one. With Nia gone, we are a bit short on numbers right now. We might not hold up that well in a fight. Perhaps it would actually be a good idea to get yourself a new blade. A new blade opens up new possibilities in battle, after all. It would stop you from putting so much strain on Pyra as well. Seems like a good thing all around if you ask me. Well, if Pyra doesn't mind, I guess I couldn't hurt to try. I don't have any objections. Objection! The more the merrier. Then it's settled. The question is, where are we going to get ourselves a core crystal? You didn't even know about core crystals until just now, so don't even act like... Never mind. Rex can bond with other blades. I already kind of alluded to that, but here, it's confirmed. So here's our first one. We are given the option to skip the awakening, but since, you know, this is our first, might as well view it.
Take me down in a fight.
Well, this is embarrassing. I was getting ready to say something entirely different. So, I've played through this game entirely, and so far I'm working on playing through the New Game Plus. Both times, I got a blade named Kiri. Kiri is a healer, wind elemental, and I forget what type of weapon she carries. But point is, I was getting ready to say, you will always get her, because what are the chances you get two blades at the exact same time? Apparently not. I guess you can get different blades. Didn't know that. Now we know. Man, they're always stand on end whenever tourists see Trevor resonate with Crystal. So cool. Hey, don't look at me like you're making me feel weird. Well, looks like we got a new recruit anyway. Let's go find out what happened to Nia. Rex, not so fast. So, aren't you gonna kit your new blade out? You can tune up weapons with a core chip from Smithy there. If Rex never used core chip before, then now a very good time to start. If you never used core chip before, I don't even know how the hell you managed to defeat Bridget. You can really tell the difference between a driver who uses core chips and one who doesn't. The one who doesn't gets the shit kicked out of them. Anyway, no! Stop talking! Fuck. This is something we can't even do yet. Ox cores. We can't do anything with those yet. Okay. There. I got my ox core. Don't leave me alone! Alright, these are the ox core shops. Ox cores are something you can equip onto blades. We weren't able to do those before, so now's the first time we can actually do that. As far as, when I just said we can't even do that yet, I thought that was something else. It's not. The reason why I forgot about that is because in New Game Plus, they don't give you that tutorial. They just kind of skip right over it. Blades. This is the newest thing we can see. We can manage, bond, and we have a whole album. So far, it's just Dromar, Pyra, and that's it. There's a whole cast of characters. As you can tell, the one that we just unlocked was not in the album. That's because the album is only for special blades. If you look to the bottom right-hand corner, you can see Pyra has 3 golden diamonds and 5 stars, whereas Sangar here is 1 blue diamond and 1 star. He is a very, very, very common blade. Pyra, being the Aegis, is the rarest of them all. Sometimes by bonding with blades, we don't have crystals right now, but bonding certain blades, you can get common and you can get rare. You can get as many common, but only 1 type of rare. So, for example, Pyra is unique, and so is Dromar, because they're story blades. So, like, you can't get rid of them. But let's say I bonded a special blade, and we'll say it's a Pyra. I can't get another Pyra, whereas if I got another Sigmar, is that his name, Sigmar? Sangar. If I got another Sangar, that could quite possibly happen. Even if it wasn't the same name, it could be the same blade, whereas you only get 1 of each special. Might as well, since we just got him, equip it. So...
Hey! You're the boss!
Hey! Hello? Oh! Might as well do that. That's for Pyro. Obviously, I'm not going to have any weapon points since we haven't battled with him. But he is a healer. So, that's 50% ratio. Was Feral Uppercut? Okay. I'm going to keep these 3 in. For starters. And there's nothing else I want to do right now. Pyra. I guess I can show this. This is where the Ox cores come in. So here is the one that we just infused, which is critical up. Might as well do that. So we don't have any Ox cores right now. You will get Ox cores by defeating enemies, but you can't use them right away. You have to refine them, which uses material. Some will use certain types of material, some will use just take any of them. It all depends. No. no. There we go. I will take that. Did I just not equip that? God damn it. Alright. No. Yes. There we go. Okay. That being said, now we are all caught up. Also, another thing you can do is, even though we have Pyra out in the lead, she doesn't have to start. Hitting ZL can switch who's in the lead. I'm going to keep Pyra out, though, because he's a healer. You don't want to start with healers, obviously. But Tony over here is who we're really interested in. If you heard anything about a girl called Nia, who was captured by the Ardanians recently, Taruni know this, of course. But Taruni is infamous by trade, cannot provide information without proper compensation. We have to buy it. I can't afford it. Piece of shit. Okay. If you're ever in a bind and you just really need money, the best thing you can do is sell material. Right here. I was going to see if there's like anything else I really want to sell, but no. Just collectibles and treasure. That's what you want to sell. So, I guess we'll just sell our treasure to begin with. Treasure is only for selling. And if I'm wrong on that, then I am. But I've played through the whole game. I found no purpose of what a treasure is for, except for just selling. So I imagine that's just it. Selling. That's it. 3,000 gold. Yeah. Give me your information, you asshole. Inside Titan battleship, we're mighty girl being held prisoner. Unfortunately, Taruni not yet receive intelligence specifying prisoner name. But rumors say big ship arrived for sole purpose of holding one measly girl. People of Gorma getting along quite well with Empire nowadays, so trouble like this not very welcome. That seemed to be opinion of most of Torgoth resident. That about extent of information Taruni know. Enough to satisfy friends? You betcha! Enough to at least say that we completed the quest to find Nia. So that's nice. We now know where she is, or at least a good idea of where she could be. There's a treasure trove here. I just saw. Overdrive. Okay, that is really good. Overdrive protocol. We will talk about later. There's no reason to talk about it now. But we got 3 common crystals. So I don't see, any reason to not use them. Normally I will just skip the awakening, but since, we just, found out about this, the whole thing with infusing blades, might as well. Who knows, we might even get a rare one. Suzuran. Alright, you are a tank. Tanks will basically take a ton of hits for you. You can see the block rate is a lot higher than usual, but obviously aren't the best attackers. So if you're ever in a pinch, maybe you're you're aggroed on by an enemy, your healer is still recharging, and you just don't want to die, switch to a tank. It'll really help you. The best strategy is to obviously have an attacker, a healer, and a tank. I also recommend having an attacker, a healer, and maybe even another attacker. 2 tanks, however, is not needed, but, I mean, if, you keep on dying out there, yeah, it'll take longer to kill an enemy, but it'll get the job done. As much as I would love to set this blade, we cannot. We only have these two options. And obviously the best course is to have an attacker and a healer. You cannot take Pyro out, just in case you're curious. So it's whoever our second person is, and I definitely want a healer. We have two other ones. I'll just skip their awakening for now. In case you're curious about what is rare and what's not, you can kind of tell. The ones that look kind of like metallic, don't really have eyeballs, bluish, grayish, silver, they're rare. Not rare, they're common. You can obviously tell. Here we have an attack, and our last one, we've got another tank. I'm just going to check them out. This is an ice-type elementalist. We have another fire, and now we have rock, ground, whatever you want to call it. Now, the thing that is most important is their field skills. We will really be using these a lot. That's one thing. If you don't get a common blade, if you do get a common blade, you don't want to delete it right away. You might want to keep them. Wind Mastery will definitely be helpful. Ice Mastery, although not needed, will also be helpful. Mineralogy. All these different types of things we see here, their field skills will definitely be of use, so do not delete them right away. If you do, however, don't want one, you can release it. Obviously, you can release rare blades. You cannot release story-driven blades, however, because, you know, then there'd be no story. Last thing I thought I would mention is, if you do release them, you will be compensated. You will get certain things. I can't show it off right now because I don't have any core crystals, but you could get other type of kind of upgrades whenever bonding a blade. With that said, I think we've gone over a lot of information today. We've gotten a whole new blade, and we now know where Nia might be hiding. So next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there is a little blue diamond off to the left there. So some side quest awaits us. See you then.